Hi, it's Anita from the Natural Animal Human Connection. I want to start a series of videos for you, my subscribers, and um, regarding my 5 pillars, my top 5 pillars of animal communication that I use when I communicate with animals. Number one, respect. You always have to respect that animal. You ask permission first before you try and have any connection with an animal telepathically. Okay, so you need to ask permission. It's the foundation that everything is built on. Animals are sentient beings and they need to be treated as such. You have to meet the animal where they are. Okay, you can't make up your own thing in your mind and create your own conversation in that sense. You meet them where they are. And as we go on with the rest of the 5, you'll see why. So you have to honor those boundaries as well. Ask permission. You sometimes will get a no. Now, cats especially, they will quickly say, no, who are you? I don't want to talk to you. So then you leave it for a day or two and you try again at some other point. So number 1, respect. Number 2, connection. You spend quality time and presence with that animal. So you want to create a safe space because it's an energetic connection, and sometimes that energetic connection is there even before you know it. So sometimes they will be so excited to have someone that they know can explain something to their owner that they will be so excited. It's really mind blowing, and you know exactly when that connection is there. Okay. Number 3, understanding. We are helping the owner to know, what they've come to you with certain observations, and we are helping them to make sense of that observations. It's species specific behavior that we address, and we help decode those messages that comes from the animal. Number 4, compassion. We respond without judgment, so we give what we get. Sometimes we get just tidbits, short sentences, colors, pictures, and we relay that to the owner, and it doesn't have to make sense to us. It makes sense to that owner, and you will get the confirmation from the owner or a friend of the owner or someone that knows the animal very well. So we see the emotion rather than the disobedience, because we address the emotional part of that rather than the disobedience, because the disobedience might come from an emotional issue or a physical issue. And so it's not that the animal wants to be disobedient, but the animal is trying to tell you something. We have to use patience. That's one. And then we recognize that the animal behavior sometimes also reflects or mirrors what's going on in the owners or the human caretaker. The animal will also relay that information to you, which is also nice to have. So they will sometimes show symptoms that mirrors that's what is going on in the human and not themselves necessarily. Number 5, heart-centered listening. You have to quiet that monkey mind. You have to become quiet, internally relaxed, to be able to get the information intuitively and telepathically, to see what the animal is actually transmitting to you. And you need to trust that what you get is the proper information and the correct information. In another video, I will do some case studies that I've recently had, which is very interesting. So keep this space open, and I will let you know as soon as there are more videos available. But for today, my 5 pillars that I work on is respect, connection, understanding, compassion, and heart-centered listening. Okay, cheers.